Welcome to the series South African Nature. This is a series in which I travel to many locations throughout South Africa and photograph the beautiful nature and wildlife. There truly is no place like South Africa. Welcome to episode 2. In this episode, I will be visiting the Marievale Bird Sanctuary in Nigel, South Africa. We left very early as the Marievale Bird Sanctuary is quite far from where we live. We even saw the sunrise on our way, which was very nice. When we arrived at the sanctuary, I was very happy to see how beautiful it is there, and we immediately saw this group of lesser flamingos in the water. We then moved closer to them in order to photograph them, and here are some of the photos I captured. Lesser flamingos are the smallest species of flamingo, and they are also one of the brightest. They mostly eat cyanobacteria, and it is this that gives them their pink color. By the flamingos, I also saw this moorhen foraging for food. We then went to one of the bird hides looking out on the water and saw some swallows perched on branches, as you can see here. This is a white-throated swallow. They migrate intra-Africa and I often see them near water sources. I also saw this swallow that I've never seen before. It's a greatest striped swallow and it also migrates intra-Africa. On the way to the bird hide, I also saw this black-winged kite, of which I was able to capture some in-flight photos of. Near the bird hide, I also saw these female long-tailed widow birds foraging for food and posing for photos. Then we arrived at this really big pool of water. It was so beautiful, and even though it doesn't really look like it in these clips, there was a big variety of birds there. This is also where we spent most of the time. Here's the first bird I found there. It's a pied avocet and I've never seen one before, so I found its curved bill very interesting and beautiful. Here's the next one. It's a 3-banded plover. The bright orange ring around their eyes really makes them stand out. This is one of my favorite photos of the day. It's a rough bird posing very nicely. I also saw this other rough with slightly different coloring. These birds have a wide variety of phenotypes, making them difficult to ID sometimes. I was quite surprised to see these grey-headed gulls, as we were nowhere near the beach, but I was happy to capture some in-flight shots of them too. I was also very happy to see this black-winged stilt, as I've never seen one before. This was one of the cutest birds I saw the entire day. It's a little stint and it's undeniably a very adorable bird. These African snipes also pose nicely for the camera. They have such a unique look to them because of their extremely long beaks compared to the size of their bodies. I couldn't not include this red-knobbed goose comical moment, so here it is. Here's a much more elegant photo of a glossy ibis. They are so beautiful in person with their shiny, vibrantly colored feathers, and they are very photogenic birds, as you can see. The next moment, here at the water, a flock of flamingos flew up and I couldn't believe what I saw when I had a look at my photos. One of them is a black flamingo and I was so excited because from my understanding they are exceptionally rare. This may be one of the only black lesser flamingos in the entire world. This really was the highlight of the day. We also saw the black flamingo when he was standing in the water with his flock, but they were unfortunately very far away from us. After that, we found this interesting area with a large open space next to water. There I found this interesting little bird called a Cape Longclaw. They are endemic to southern Africa. Then we returned to the first bird hide and saw this long-tailed widow bird on our way. Back at the bird hide, I saw white-throated swallows again and got some interesting photos of them. To end the visit, we went back to the area where we started, where I photographed the lesser flamingos again. On my way back to the car, I was very excited to see some insects to photograph. Here is a painted lady butterfly. And here is a gold-spotted sylph, which is actually also a type of butterfly. Lastly, I photographed this honeybee. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye!